We're going to run what we like to call the budget competition. Now, these 3 carburetors are not expensive. I mean, semi-expensive, but there's some that are way out there. We picked a Nibby 28mm, a fake Mikuni EC 28mm, and a Lectron, Chinese Lectron. Now, I call it the Faketron. And we're going to try to run the 3 and see which ones get the best results. I really think this is going to be a fun test for us on our 238 or 236 long block that we got from Studs Racing. It's got the gauge warhead. It has 1-to-2 ratio rockers. There's Shep wrenching on it right now. What are you doing, Shep?
Putting the spark plug back in.
How'd it look after the last test?
Really good.
Do you think we ought to put a new one in?
We can.
Okay. Well, we'll probably put a new plug in it. We kind of did some organizing and cleaned up the place. What a pigsty this was, right? So you can kind of see the carbs we intend on running right now. We've got quite a few PWKs because that's what I've always ran, but we've got some real cool stuff too. We've got this Pro Comp from Paul's Carts, this BN Super. Very excited to see that run. We have a Go Power Sports. Talked to Taylor over there and he said this little carb really performs well, so we're excited to run it. And then we're going to get into the methanol. We have a Blossom Racing Mikuni. We have Competition Carbs, Dustin sent us this. It's the HL370. And we've got this Clements 26mm. I don't think they're available anymore, but we're going to run it. And we've also got a PWK methanol that I built that I'll bring out, and we'll see how it goes. But stay tuned for some excitement, as much as we can have anyway. Okay, and first up on our line of budget carbs is the EC Michikuni. We kind of fooled around with it a little bit last night to get it running. It has a 170 main, 17.5 pilot, and it is out 1 3/4 turns, so I like the pilot on it, or idle, whatever you want to call it. It's on the middle needle setting right now, so I say we give it a run and see what kind of power this baby puts out. Whoa. I don't know about you, Shep, but that carb sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Huh? Did you like it?
I did.
I'll tell you what, it ran very smoothly. We'll look at some dyno numbers here in a second, but this is from EC. Now, on their website, they say it comes optimally adjusted below 1,800 feet. We are, what's our elevation?
1422.
1422. At 1422, we were not even close. We ended up with a 170 and a 17.5 circuit in the middle, needle setting. Air fuel mixture was about 1 3/4 turns. Starts right up, ran very smoothly. Pretty happy with it. So the question of the day is, how did it pull on the dyno? Well, let's have a look. Well, I'd have a look, but the screen's off. And I don't know how to open it, Shep. Uh-oh, somebody's going to get my password here. Okay, there it is. So, not bad. 20.54 horsepower at 6,300. 17.93 foot-pounds of torque at 5,800. Very smooth run, as you can see from the chart. This is a nice carb. I wouldn't be afraid to run this on something. As Shep's taken off the Chikuni from EC, we've decided to do the Faketron, Sextron, Lectron next. So it supposed to come with several metering rods. The way this carburetor works, it's pretty simple. Basically, as this guy comes up, there is a rod in here. If I could show you. That rod. Now that rod is tapered and it lets fuel out as it goes up. I think there's like 8 different ones. It came with one from China. So I'm not sure if this is the right one. Not sure if we can even get it running, but we're going to give it a shot and you're going to see. And this is also a good testament to just don't order one online without getting the rod set, because if it doesn't work, you obviously need them. Now, I have no idea what rod's supposed to be in it. Everything is pretty spotty on the interweb. As Travis Cox from TLC says, well, it don't really matter if it runs, it's pretty. So actually, Black 66, I don't know if you watch his YouTube page. I love it. I watch it every week. What a super dude. He does some really cool stuff. I love his saying, well, it looks pretty, it doesn't really need to run good. So we're trying to be the opposite of that just because we're testing, but I agree with Black 66. If it's pretty and kind of runs, I mean, you could take and push it to a bike show and let people look at it, I guess. And there's plenty that do that, but here we go. Okay, so here's what I figured out with the Lectron, at least the fake one. So it says on the World Wide Web that this needs to be started at 45 millimeters out. Now, another point that they brought up is when you are installing it in the carb, so you turn it with this little knob right here, it's kind of stiff. Then once you get it to where you want it, you have to push this in and index this rod where it needs to go. And that's where we're at. So we're going to, you want this flat side to the carb side, which is this guy. So I guess we'll give it a run and see what happens. So you turn it in for richer, out for leaner. It looks like to me there ain't but about 2 threads left, so not sure where we're getting the richer, leaner thing. And there's no number on this, by the way. The ones you buy in the real one has a number on it. I guess we'll see if it works. Hi everyone. Guess what? In our editing expertise, once again, we forgot to do an intro. Now, we are going to introduce the Nibby 28mm flat slide carb. It was sent to us by TLC's Mini Bikes to try out. He's going to get back a pretty good carb, but this is our intro for it. Sorry again. Well, let me tell you about a Nibby. This little 28 millimeter nib stir right here. Nibby flat slide 28 millimeter. Very little tuning. Started right up. Performed well. We never changed a jet in it, and it seemed to make a good dyno pull. I think maybe I could go up to 122. I don't know if they have it, but it ran pretty good. Now, I think before, with the Makuni, we had around 20 horsepower, 21,
20.5.
20, how many?
20.54.
20.54. So this little Nibby guy that was very easy to set up and run was 21.95 at 6,100 RPM, 19.03 at 6,000. There's our budget battle champion so far. Very impressed with that little carburetor. If I was going to go buy a budget carb, I think that'd probably be it right now.